Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brooke and today I'm finally going to be doing a bookshelf tour. I say finally as if you guys understand how long I've been waiting to do this for, but it's been a while. But first, I kind of wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I have been on social media for about a year now. You can find me at Bookish Brooke on Instagram and TikTok. I post about every day, and I finally gotten to the point where I'm starting to receive books and stuff from authors, which is really exciting, and I just kind of wanted to see where I could go more. And so YouTube was kind of what I came up with. One of my New Year's resolutions was to start posting on YouTube, so we're doing it. To start off, I am a huge romance reader. I love fantasy too. It's one of my my second favorite genre, but romance, if you're catching me reading outside, it's usually romance. Anything from hockey romances to cowboy romances to found family, I'll read. Mafia, I'll read. Dark romance, I'll read. As for my socials, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Bookish Brooke. I mainly post, this is a hard one. If I had to describe what I posted in like a sentence, I would say I mainly post videos when I connect songs to books. Is one of my favorite things to do. I love to listen to a song and go, oh, that's this couple, or like, oh, that happened to this person. Like, one of my favorite things to do. I love to do unboxings. I have a subscription to the Bookish box, and so I get a book sent every month. Love opening those up on camera, along with all the other types of books that I get sent. And for a third, I'd probably say doing reviews. I have a hard time talking on camera like this. I'm surprised it's kind of going this well so far. So reviews is a hard one for me, especially when I feel like a lot of the times when I feel like people can relate to this. I have a hard time making my own opinions because I'm afraid that someone's going to tell me I'm wrong, and who can tell you you're wrong about an opinion? So it's a stupid thing in my head, but it's kind of a reason why I have a hard time doing reviews, but I try to do it throughout different formats, if that makes sense. But that really brings me to why I kind of want to be on YouTube. It helps me make more in-depth content. Hopefully I'd like to do some reading vlogs. I'm not really sure where this is gonna take me, but I'm excited. But yeah, I think that's it. Let's get to the bookshelves. I have a total of 5 shelves in my room. This one is one of my favorites, and here's why. These are my Bookish box editions of the Rose Hill series. I absolutely adore these. Look how pretty they are. Got the names. Love it. I know that I have them facing out like this, but I'm afraid they can't stay like that forever because I just don't have space for them. But for now, I love this. This is the normal versions of them. Down here, I have my hockey shelf. Look at my little jelly cat. I got this for my birthday. Cutest thing ever. Here we have the off-campus series. Forget what this one is called. Briar AU series? I think that's what this is called. And then the Campus Diaries series. Loved this book. It was a 5-star read for me. I bedazzled it. If you can't tell, here, I'll show you. And then we have Icebreaker, Wildfire, and Daydream. Icebreaker was actually one of the first books I ever read. That's putting it lightly. Yeah. It was one of the books I read in the beginning of my reading journey. This series I really liked. I read them, pretty sure it's actually in the wrong order. I read these during the summer, and I loved them. Yeah, Behind the Net and The Fake Out. I don't know what the name of the series is. All I know is that I have 2 more that I need to read in it, and oh my god, it's on my to read list. Same thing with Spiral and Collide. Oh my god, are these also in the wrong order? I actually have the 3rd one right here, Revolve. I want to read this one so bad. Look how pretty that is. Alright, now this shelf has a little bit more variety when it comes to books. There's not one outlying trope like my hockey shelf. But I have some of my favorites here. Jilted by V. Keelan, one of my favorite books. I read that this summer. I had jaw surgery this summer, and so I had to find these books to read, and I was in such a slump. And I read this book and absolutely loved it. So I highly recommend Jilted by V. Keelan. I just started this series by Megan Quinn. Again, I'm not sure what the name is called of the series, but I really liked this book. I think I gave it a 4 stars. And then we have some Tessa Bailey, Mia Sosa. This is another one of the authors, or one of the books that I first read that got me into reading. I remember it very clearly. It was back whenever I was still in school, and I had to sit in homeroom and I was so bored of it. So I remember going on my libraries, not like my school library, but like the public libraries like catalog, and I remember finding books to read, and my mom would pick them up for me, and that was this series. I say series, I think it's just a duology. Is that what you call them? Duology. It's The Worst Best Man and The Wedding Crasher. I cannot tell you what I would recommend, if I would recommend them, because I read them so long ago, but I really liked them. I remember that. And then we have Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. One of my favorite books. I forget the guy's name. I'm just gonna look. 1 second. Bo. Bo was hilarious. I loved the representation in this book. I got the Out of the Woods. Loved that book as well. And then we have the Knock 'Em Out series. These ones were long. I have a hard time with long romance books, but I liked it. Obviously, I read the entire series. I think my favorite one was Things We Left Behind. I think it got better as it went. And then obviously we have Allie Hazelwood. Love these books. Sorry, my jacket's kind of covering it, but I also have Problematic Summer Romance and Deep End hiding back here. This series was really good. I have my little special edition Love Hypothesis book kind of on display. I think my favorite one in this series was probably Love Theoretically. Or Love Hypothesis. I don't know. It's hard. I also have Not in Love. Love this series again. And then we're going to kind of go down just a little bit. These have not read. They're my TBR. My sister made me a Christmas book advent calendar. And these are kind of some of the ones that I unwrapped. So that's why they're kind of sitting here. All of my TBR, all of these books up here I have read. My TBR is in a completely different room. I've got probably 100 books on my TBR and I don't have space for them. So they're sitting in a different room. Boys of Tommen. My favorite series. If you have not read it, please go read it. So good. Above it, I have some other kind of like angsty books. We have Fragile Sanctuary by Catherine Cowles and Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy. I accidentally read this series out of order. I was supposed to read something else first, but I forget the name of it. My bad. I did enjoy this one. It made me cry. Promise Me Not. I cried on for that one. It was sad. My poor babies. And then over here, I don't read a lot of thriller. I'd like to. It's something I'd like to do this year, is read more like thriller and scary books. But the only ones I have read is the Housemaid series, which I really enjoyed this series, which makes me want to read more Frida McFadden. But yeah, so this is the only like scary books I have, so they sit here. This, we can ignore this. This is just my like accessory bin for my hair. Next shelf. This is my cowboy romance shelf. We have all Elsie Silver, as you can see. My other ones are up here. Elsie Silver. Favorite book is Heartless. Favorite book. And then over here we have Jessica Peterson. I actually got sent this book. It was an ARC. I read it in a day, I think. I'm super excited. Rider is coming out soon. Excited for that one. And then we have Lila Sage's series. Again, I don't know the name of all the series, but I did enjoy this one, obviously, because I read all of them. I think I rated them averaging at four stars. So it was good. I liked them. Yep. And then we have Anna Huang. Favorite book. I feel like I'm gonna do this for all the series. My favorite book was probably Twisted Lies. Favorite book was probably King of Greed. And then I actually have not read The Defender yet. I'm having a hard time convincing myself to. I don't think I liked The Striker as much as I wanted to. So now I'm having a hard time like convincing myself. This is kind of starting where my dark romances, even though these are more morally gray. These two I wanted to like so bad. It's Distance and Detonate by Luna Mason. I wanted to like them so bad that I'm having such a hard time picking up the next book. I looked at the ratings for it. I think it's Devoted is the next one. And then we have The Temporary Wife and the Wrong Bride by Catherine Mora. Also, I wanted to like them so bad, but I'm having a hard time picking up the next one. Dark Succession and Heated Rivals by Katie Robert. Now, I kind of forgot everything I read for these books, so I can't even tell you if I liked them or not. I have a feeling I didn't, if I forgot what I read. I'm sure they were good. And then this one, The Ritual, I have never read a thick book so fast. I don't know what that means, but I am excited to read the second one, I'll say that. We have Rena Kent right here. And then this series I really enjoyed. It's these are kind of fantasy, I would say, because they have to do with like devils and demons and stuff. And then up here we have, don't know the name of this series. I think I liked them because they were short, but I don't know if I think they needed to stay short. Probably 3 stars for this series. I don't know if you saw them. This is the 4th book, fourth book is Craving My Rival. So if you can figure out the series from that, amazing. Butcher and Blackbird, 5 stars. Loved it. The rest of the series kind of fell off, but I still really enjoyed it. Excited to read anything else Bryn Weaver releases. Oh, reminds me, I have not read Tourist Season yet because I kind of went to the back and realized it left off on a cliffhanger. So I'm gonna wait for the next book to come out so that I'm not in another Onyx Storm situation. All right, for my 3rd bookshelf. This is where I was trying to house all of my like special edition romance books, but then I went and took out all of the books, the special edition that I haven't read yet. So it's really just these 8 up here right now. These ones, I know it's kind of ironic that I said that only my red ones are up here. I have not finished this series, but it just felt wrong keeping apart the mountain range. So they're all together now. This series is kind of a 3.5 star for me, so it's very hard to like convince myself to keep reading it, which is kind of why I also put it up here, just because I feel like I deserved it. Not much to say about the rest of them up here. It's just my sprayed edges. This is Megan Quinn, I believe, and I enjoyed this one. They're kind of tabbed. I don't know why I have both of these. Oh, you know why? Because I wanted this edition because it had more art in it, but I'd already started annotating this edition, so I can't take it back. So now I have both of them. And then, okay, this is like the OG Heated Rivalry, I feel. Or down here at least is. Pucking Around. It kind of deals with the same thing about how they're all hockey players, but they can't really, it's a polyamorous relationship, but why choose? And it's kind of the same thing of they can't really come out due to their, like, career, I guess. So if you liked Heated Rivalry, I think you'd like this series as well. It's Pucking Around by Emily Rath. Check them out. I liked them. This is more hockey, if you can't tell. Right here we have Unsteady and Unloved. I can't remember what these books are about because I read them so long ago. But I do know that I'm excited to read the 3rd book that comes out. So again, I think I enjoyed them. Okay, hot take. I didn't like Consider Me. I know a lot of people did. I just found something about their like banter and like the way that they acted very childish and cringy. It was a hard read for me. Next, okay, this is the real book that got me back into reading. The Love Deception, Spanish Love Deception. Again, one of the books that I read. Look at my like OG tabbing. These are like post-it note tab things. Let's see what I tabbed. Oh, I'll give you the world, the moon, the fucking stars. Anything you ask, it's yours. I'm yours. Okay. So Little Brooke had some yearning to it, I guess. But then I found this at a used bookstore. It's a Bookish Box special edition. I've been looking at this one for a while because on like the website, because again it's just a book that meant so much to me. Not necessarily because it was just so good, but because again it got me back into reading. And then I found it at a used bookstore. So score. Down here we have more dark romance. Lights Out. Loved that book. I love a guy who just has humor. I love a funny guy. And Josh here had some good humor. I have not finished this book. What is it? Caught Up. I started it. I was having a hard time getting through it. I wouldn't say I did DNF it because I have not finished it. But not like for sure. Haunting Adeline. Phantom. This is Sophie Lark. These are mafia romances, and I really did enjoy them. They all have art in them, which I love. I love just being able to like see more clearly who the author is describing, if that makes sense. You get to see like the main characters like drawn out for you. Let me see. I also really did enjoy the art style. I thought that was fun. Here's more Sophie Lark. They're not part of the series, but they were also good. All right, and I did forget up on top of my shelves. So up here we have the Assassin's Blade. Sorry, no, the Throne of Glass series. I found these also at a used bookstore. It's not the entire set. but it is the character art one, and she just looks so amazing, so she has to be on display. Over here we have my book of the month books. I don't think I read a single one of these. My bad. And then The Great Gatsby. I love The Great Gatsby, so that one obviously has to be up there. Let me show you the rest of my, I'm just going to hold you and show you guys. This is my Sarah J. Maas shelf. I've got Throne of Glass, Akatar, and then the Crescent City series. I have not read the Crescent City series, but I've read the rest of them. And then obviously, little Rapunzel. Okay, this is my fantasy bookshelf. Up here we have my sprayed edges, my special editions. Loved Fourth Wing, amazing. This one is my most recent bookish box edition, so it's up here because I haven't read it yet, but it's up here still because I haven't had the time to put it away. And then we have, yeah, this is another bookish box edition. Her, The Female. Yeah, The Female. I liked this book. I did kind of go and immediately read the next two, which I saw is supposed to get their own editions too, so I'm excited about that. The Game the Gods Play, that's what this one is. Love it. If you like the Hunger Games and you like Greek mythology, you will love this book. This book, kind of forgot what it was about, so I'm not going to speak on it. Scarlet St. Clair. I love Greek mythology. And I love this series. It's a Hades and Persephone saga. So it kind of alternates. We have Persephone, Hades, and it kind of goes down like that. The last one is both of theirs, along with, I think, Dionysus and someone else. You get their point of view as well. I loved this series. Please go read it. It's so good. And then obviously Terror at the Gates by Scarlet St. Clair. I also really enjoyed this one. It was a 5-star for me. I cannot wait for the next one to come out because it was left on a cliffhanger and I'm dying. Next we have, this is more Katie Robert. There also has to do with Greek gods and stuff, and so I really enjoyed that just because, again, I love reading about Greek gods. Whether necessarily the content was good or not, I was enjoying it. We'll just say that. This one, I'm not sure what the name of the series is called, but the first book is My Funny Demon Valentine. It has to do with these demon brothers who are kind of escaping into the mortal realm, and they all meet, like, a different woman, I guess. Obviously, it's a romance. And so you've got, like, witches and stuff in here, too. I enjoy these ones. I look forward to every time they release a new one. I think there's supposed to be 2 more books in the series, but I'm not totally sure. Down here, we have Bride and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I love these books. Again, if you're looking for vampire, like, wolfy romances, I guess, these 2, highly recommend. And then we have The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I am actually currently, I think it's back here somewhere. I'm sitting on it. I'm actually currently almost finished with the second book in the series, and I do really enjoy them. It's another kind of like vampire romance, but also it has, like, I think it has trials and stuff, so I'm into it. I really enjoy these ones. I think I rated this one 5 stars, and this is probably also going to be 5 stars. Alright, and the last shelf I kind of wanted to show off was my Percy Jackson shelf. Percy Jackson is definitely the series that, like, ignited my love for reading. And so we've got kind of like the original Percy Jackson right here. I have the comic books for them. And then I have the Heroes of Olympus. I've got the Apollo series. I've got this, one second, special edition of the Chalice of Gods from the bookish box. It's got, like, sprayed edges. It's pretty and stuff. And then I also have this special edition of the Lightning Thief. That's pretty. And then these are just other little, like, books that I tie into Percy Jackson. So Good Morning, Good Night, my mom gave me this for a while ago, but Lin-Manuel is in the Percy Jackson series. It's like, perfect spot for that. The Odyssey and the Iliad. The Iliad. Ithaca. I want to read this book so bad. Oh, I thought something happened to it, but it's just her dress. And then Greek myths and legends. But I love how it looks, and there is going to be a day that I read through this. And then just my little Percy Jackson Funko Pop. Up here, I've got my more seasonal reads. So right here is I'm sure you've seen this series everywhere. I've got these books. This is kind of a Halloween read. And then in my little basket up here, it's all my Christmas reads. But yeah, those are my shelves. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you subscribe and stick around. I hope to do more content, not exactly like this. I want to redo my shelves, so maybe I'll make a video about that one day. But I'd like to do like reviews, I'd like to do unboxings, I'd like to do reading vlogs, and then I also have a bunch of friends who also like to read, so I'd like to get them here and do videos with them as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed sticking around for this video, I hope you stick around for a while. Again, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at bookishbrook. I post every day. I respond to everyone's DMs and comments and stuff, so if you want to reach out, feel free.